Imagine you're being charged at by a man who's 6 foot plus, 200 pounds plus, and hits you with all his might, and your head either smacks the ground or he lands on you wrong, and you either twist, tear, or break something. This unfortunately happens to many players in the National Football League, better known as the NFL, and I've seen this personally through my many years of watching the league. And I want to take you through injuries that have happened and the way the league has and is trying to prevent injuries in the future. I want to take you through the past injuries that have happened and rule changes that have been made. I want to take you through the present and rule changes that have been made even this year. And I want to take you through the future and the way the league is trying to prevent injuries even further. Every year, injuries are going to happen in the league, but the past numbers are way greater than it is now. Injury data since 2015, taken from the NFL's Player Health and Safety website, published on January 30th, 2025, show that between 2015 and 2017, there's no less than 240 concussions, and 2017 reached 281. Since then, however, there have been no more than 224 concussions throughout an entire season. This is because major rule changes have happened. The year after the 2017 season, there's a penalty for anyone who initiated contact by lowering their helmet when making the tackle. And in 2023, they expanded on this rule, saying that you cannot butt, ram, spear, or make forcible contact in the hair and neck area. Not only focusing on lowering the head, but showing that they do not want to make contact with the hair and neck area at all on either sides. Every year, the NFL and people involved are trying to find new ways to prevent injuries, and this year they have made significant rule changes to just do that. They changed the kickoff, so instead of the kicking team running 30 to 45 yards down the field at full speed, they changed it so instead everyone besides the kicker and the two receiver teams and the two receivers are only 10 to 15 yards apart and can only run once the receiving team receives the ball, when before it was when the kicker kicked the ball. This is to reduce the injuries that happen with the high-speed collisions when they're running full speed 30 to 45 yards. Another rule change they made was the banning of the hip drop tackle, which from the Player Health and Safety website, published on March 29th, 2024, is when a player uses both arms or hands to grab or wrap around someone and swivel or drop their hips and pin their opponent's legs between them and the ground. They did this because, according to operations.nfl.com, published in March 27, 2024, the NFL looked over 20,000 tackles over the past 2 seasons and showed that there was a 20 times higher rate in lower extremity injuries with that specific hip drop tackle, which is unacceptable to the NFL. Even with these rule changes they made, I want to take you through what they're trying to do in the future to prevent injuries even further. One is the guarding cap, guarding cap is a soft covered cap which goes over the helmet to try and prevent injuries even further. Before this past 2024 season that just concluded, Jeff Miller, the NFL Executive Vice President who oversees player health and safety, according to NFL.com/news, published on April 26, 2024, said that over 2 years they saw significant concussion reduction when wearing the guarding cap, which from the same source supported that said that the league said the guarding caps debuted in 2022 during the training camp, and they saw that the force reduction was 10% when one player was wearing the cap and a 20% reduction when 2 players were wearing it. Another way they want to try and prevent injuries is using data and analytics to do this, using something called Digital Athlete, which uses that data analytics as well as artificial intelligence to help predict and prevent injuries from happening before they even happen. One way, according to the Player Health and Safety website, on January 12th, 2025, was when looking at the new kickoff rule that actually happened this year. This happened because the league simulated over 10,000 seasons with Digital Athlete, which provide valuable insight to show that the new structure can reduce injuries and increase kickoff returns, as well as making it safer for players and make it more fun for fans to keep this integral part of the game in the game. We have looked at the past, present, and future of injuries that have happened and ways the league is trying to prevent it. And obviously football is a contact sport, so injuries are going to happen, but hopefully in the future there's more new innovations and inventions to help reduce these numbers even further. Thank you.